closer.
Hello guys, I hope you're doing great, welcome to my next tutorial, and let's get to it straight away. First we have the kick that sounds like this. There are two layers for this kick. The first one is the main body. It's the sample I created myself. It is a nice punchy kick, but I wanted to add a bit more transient, so I added this second layer. Actually, it is the same sample, just much shorter. I filtered out all the low frequencies, boost a bit of highs, add overdrive and utility at the end to control the volume and make it mono. And together with the first layer, it sounds like this. As for the group processing, there is utility again to make it mono, EQ8 to get rid of everything under 30 Hz, glue compressor to control the dynamic, and K-clip 0 to shave off some peaks. Next we have our bass line that sounds like this. It plays this really short 3 notes pattern, G, C and F. We are in the key of G minor, by the way. As for the sound, to create it, I use this new fantastic instrument called Current. I tested at the moment. There is a fully functional demo that you can test for free for 30 days. That's what I'm doing at the moment. But I'm considering getting this instrument because it's really fantastic. It sounds great. And yeah, to create this bass, I started with this patch called Forth and Back. What's interesting about this instrument, it has this dedicated engine to create sub bass, or really low bass lines. And it's mostly the sound of this sub engine. There is also a second layer which is a wavetable, but as you can hear, it adds only a bit of the character. Most of the sound came from this sub engine. And I just tweaked some parameters to my liking. As for the processing, there is EQ8, of course utility, so to make it mono. There is some sidechain compression. It's sidechain to the kick. Then again there is EQ8. Sometimes when you introduce sidechain, it creates those kind of artifacts. So I put just a second EQ8 to get rid of this. And at the end there is a compressor to control the dynamic of the sound. And together with the kick it sounds like this. Next we have hi-hats that sounds like this. There are 3 layers. The first one is this 909 closed hat. Plays a classical offbeat pattern. The second one plays 16 notes. And the third one plays the same pattern as the first one. It's this longer crash sample that we just mainly use it for the arrangement to change things a bit. As for the group processing, there is only EQ8 to get rid of all the low frequencies. Utility, but I really didn't use it, it's just there. And at the end K-clip 0 to shave off some peaks. That's pretty much it for the hi-hats. Together with our kick and bass they sound like this. Next we have this percussion loop that sounds like this. To make it, I use a hand drum kit. You can find it in an Ableton drum library. As for the processing, there is only EQ8 to get rid of the low frequencies, utility to control the volume, glue compressor to control the dynamic, and K-clip 0 at the end to shave off the peaks, as we usually do with percussive elements. As for this pattern, I was just looking for something interesting. This sound kit sounds really good. I was just, I was trying different things, looking for the interesting groove, interesting pattern. And I decided that it works really good. Let's hear it. Let's hear it with the rest of our percussive element and kick and bass. Yeah, it creates this really nice driving groove. Next we have our first and main melodic element that sounds like this. Here in the piano roll, it looks like it plays only one note, two notes actually, but in fact it's a chord. The instrument make the chord. I made this sound using two oscillators, and there is this chord option. You can choose from many different chords combinations here. I used this one. I was just trying different chords, and I found this one that fits perfectly. Without this chord option, it sounds completely different. As for the sound, as I said, I used two oscillators. There are some parameters that I assigned to this first LFO, and there is a low pass filter, and few of those parameters are automated. As you can see here, the filter cutoff, filter resonance, reverb dry wet knob, because actually there are effects section, and effects in this instrument are really outstanding. All of them are great. I used delay and reverb because I wanted this spacious dubby sound. And like I said, there are a few parameters. Assigned to this LFO to create even further the sense of movement and space in the track. And those four parameters are automated throughout the track. Let me show you. So it's constantly moving and evolving. The pattern is quite simple, so I didn't want it to be boring. So to achieve this, you must have this sense of constant movement of the sound. As for the processing, there is only EQ8 to get rid of the low frequencies, utility, and compressor at the end. As I showed you before, this instrument has great built-in effects, so there wasn't a need to use an external reverb or delay. Oh, one more thing I forgot to show you before. There is a return track with the reverb. It's like a room reverb, and some instruments are goes to this return track. Hi-hats, percussion, the second chords. But this one, it has a really big reverb and delay on its own, so yeah, that's it. And together with the rest of our instruments, it sounds like this. Next, we have our second chord that sounds like this. So there are those two chords, the first one and the second one. To make it I used Vital. There are two oscillators, low pass filter. This patch will be in the project file. So again, it plays this really dreamy, spacious chords. It's sort of the response to the first one, to the first instrument, melodic instruments. Together they sound like this. As for the processing, again, there is only EQ8 to get rid of the low frequencies, utility to control the volume, compressor for the dynamics, and K-clip 0 at the end to shave off some peaks. Vital has pretty great built-in effects as well, so there is really no need to use external ones. For this track, I think I just put it to the return track, room reverb a bit. So our last melodic element is this pad that sounds like this. For this, I used, I think it's called, Analog Lab Play. It's a free instrument from Arturia. It's free at the moment. I'm not sure if it's a Black Friday deal or it will be free all the time, but you can get it now. From what I understand, it's like a simplified version of their big instrument, and it has sounds from their from different instruments, by Arturia. It has some really nice sounds, especially pads are really great. You can never have enough good pad sounds. So yeah, I just got it, so I decided to use it, and this preset works pretty well. The editing capabilities of this instrument are not really great, but there are still few parameters that you can tweak and automate, and yeah, that's what I did. It's mainly dry wet knob for the reverb, and yeah, the brightness of the sound, movement, and chorus mix, things like this. Again, to make it move and evolve. Let's listen to it with the rest of our melodic elements. So again, it adds to this big, spacious, cinematic vibe. Next, we have a vocal sample that sounds like this. The words really doesn't matter. I just wanted something to sound cool and atmospheric, and mysterious to add to this outwardly vibe of the track. And it's just the the random phrase part of it. It's pitched down really low, and there is a Valhalla Supermassive to give it this this really big reverb and make it even harder to understand. It's just really works more like a sound effect. Let's listen to it with other instruments. And it appears only a few times throughout the track, mostly in this breakdown, to make it more interesting. And our last element, it sounds like this. Sorry, let me turn off the rest of the instruments. There is a track with the percussive elements with the echo on. There are few different samples. Just to make it more interesting and to spice up the arrangement. Okay guys, so that's it. We went through all the sounds. This track is pretty straightforward. Thanks for watching. If you find it useful or entertaining, please like and subscribe. And let's listen to the fully arranged track and see you in the next tutorial. Bye bye.